The Jefferson County Basketball Showcase is back and better than ever on WMIX and WMIXSports.com, featuring Waltonville, Weber Township, Woodlawn, Wayne City, and Cesar-Valier. The showcase is presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to personal banking. The showcase is also sponsored in part by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. The Collision Pros at Cesar Auto Body, Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn, Ren Lake College. It's time. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu, and by Coach House Garages, Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. State Farm agent Scott Owens. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And People's National Bank. With the Coach House Garages pregame show, the showcase starts now.
The WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler, is rolled into Waltonville as the Waltonville Spartans open up with their first home game of the season against the Noble West Richland Wildcats. A very pleasant Tuesday evening, wherever you may be listening in on WMIX 94.1 FM, as well as WMIXSports.com. I'm Danny Czerwinski with Chris Hugo alongside, getting underway a little later than normal, but Chris, a little explanation of what's going on. Noble has just arrived. We're late here to the building.
Well, they are, and for whatever reason, they're just now walking in, getting dressed, so it'll be a little bit later of a start than the 6:30 varsity start that we initially anticipated, but be that as it may, of course, we expect to get started sometime soon as Noble makes their first trek to Waltonville in quite some time.
And right now what we're being told is Athletic Director Eric Widges came by to tell us that we're going to push the game back from the 6:30 start. The way the clock is now on the cell phone at 6:22, that should start about 6:40. So with lots to talk about, Chris, here on the Coach House Garages pregame show. If you're in need of a garage, protect your car or prized possession, Coach House Garages has the building for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061 for a free on-site estimate. We have lots to talk about here. Of course, Waltonville, first off, coming off of a big Christopher Turkey Tournament Championship win on Saturday night, being the Egyptian. A great start to the era of Brian Gamber here at Waltonville, his first season.
Oh, a very good start. They go 3-0, of course, in their first tournament down at Christopher, win that championship over a tough Egyptian team, an Egyptian team that is actually leading the Benton Rangers right now at Goreville in the second quarter. And so you take a look at that tournament, you take a look at them getting out of their independent schedule and back at the Midland Trail, and you think things might go a little bit more on an even keel, a little bit better for the Spartans. You don't want to say that the schedule's a little bit less tough than what it has been over the past few years, but when you're an independent, you take a look at teams like Oakville and Breeze Modern Day, and the teams that they have to play to fill out a schedule, well, Waltonville's still in that same boat, having to play teams like Heron, who, of course, is now a 3A boys basketball team. So you get them off the schedule, you come back to MTC play, where you were no slouch the first time you were here.
And you're not a number of credit scores. Speaking of not being a slouch, Community First Bank of the Heartland, you're a person or business with needs. And through the good and the bad, Community First of the Bank of Heartland will stand by you. We're about 12 minutes away from tip-off. This game will start a little bit late due to the late arrival of the Noble Wildcats here in Waltonville. Nice cut on hand to our right on the Waltonville section. We'll step out for a first break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more. We got all kinds of time. We're going to talk teams. We're going to talk upcoming schedules here on WMIX. And we're going to talk about IHSA postseason sites. They were released today around 4 o'clock and all the excitement around the area. The IHSA released that at 4 o'clock today. We'll talk about who's hosting, who's going where, and two regionals side by side, but going opposite directions. You're listening to the Waltonville Spartans on the showcase on WMIX.
A Coach House Garage is money well spent on craftsmanship that's sure to get compliments.
Don't cut corners on your garage. It adds value to your home. That's why you need to see the professionals at Coach House Garages. Choose from a variety of Coach House Garage designs, or they'll build one to your design. For a dealer near you, check the yellow pages in Mount Vernon, or go online to CoachHouseGarages.com.
More than just a garage. More than just a garage. It's a Coach House.
I know you've heard about mortgage rates being all-time lows, but have you done anything about it yet? Hi, I'm Rick Pigg, mortgage lender at Community First Bank. There's never been a better time at buying a home or refinancing an existing mortgage. The sooner you act, the more you save, and we'll be there to help you through every step of the way. For more information, visit us at comfirstbank.net or stop by one of our 5 locations.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For more scores and insight, follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Now, back to the showcase on WMIX.
Speaking of those scores on Twitter at WMIX Sports, we have one coming in the second quarter. Egyptian leads Benton 21-15 in the first of two games tonight at the Goreville Invitational. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens of State Farm Insurance. Talk to your neighbors and talk to State Farm agent Scott Owens. See why State Farm insures more drivers than Geico and Progressive combined. Great service plus discounts. Like a good neighbor, State Farm Insurance agent Scott Owens is there. 10 minutes to go before the start of this one. Noble and Waltonville, two teams, Chris, with unique stories. Noble busting their co-op up to stay in the conference. Waltonville getting back into the Midland Trail after a couple-year hiatus from it.
Well, this will be Waltonville's first Midland Trail game, of course, in quite some time. Since the 2008-2009 season, that was an auspicious stint in the conference for the Spartans. Of course, they finished 19-10 overall, falling in a regional semifinal that year to NCOE. I believe that was a CR. But then you take a look at their finish in the Midland Trail tournament. They fell to Woodlawn by 8. In the championship game, they finished second place in the conference, also tied for second place with the regular season mark of 3-2. As their two conference losses, of course, were to Woodlawn and in regular season action to South Central, who they did beat in those semifinals up at North Clay. But it was a successful stint then. Of course, feeling that they could accomplish more by going with an independent schedule. That's what the Spartans did. And now they're back in the MTC where things should be on a little bit more of an even keel. And many expect them to contend for an MTC championship quite possibly this year.
And Waltonville back in this conference, of course, with a couple of veterans, Trey Widges and Jordan Hale leading the way. Matt Rogers, also the third of the threesome that a lot of people talk about with Waltonville this year. In the return, Noble breaks their co-op with Clay City and returns back. So that gives you 11 teams in the conference, Chris. You and I were talking about this before going on the air. It seems like if they could just add one more, that would be just about perfect to divide up, play some different games.
Well, yeah, and remember back then in 08-09, there was two divisions, East and West. You had Woodlawn, Sandoval, Waltonville, Odin, and a player to be named, I believe, maybe South Central. Yes, South Central in that Western division. Everybody else is on the Eastern side. Things seem to be a little bit more harmonious back then in MTC, but then you have Waltonville leave, then you have South Central leave. Dietrich left before the conference ever really got together, and so those divisions broke up, and now you have 11 teams in one division. You might look at trying to reach out to maybe a Crystar Rock or somebody of that ilk to try to get them in this conference, get it back to 12, and go back to those two divisions to really give a little bit more freedom in terms of the non-conference scheduling.
And speaking of that, the Midland Trail is about as bad as the Big Ten. They're sending out feelers to everybody within 3 time zones to try to get in the conference. The Midland Trail, of course, South Central was in this conference, now gone. Dietrich was out before Waltonville, Woodlawn, Weber, Wayne City got in. I mean, it's been an evolution ever since we've been doing games of the Midland Trail since 08-09. It's kind of been interesting to see it grow and fold as we've seen it.
Well, you have. You had Clay City, who our first year Midland Trail experience, had a successful stint on the East. They tied with Sisney at 4-1 to win that Eastern division of the Midland Trail. They then fall in some tough times. West Richland, of course, had a Noble fall in some tough times. They decided to co-op. They do that for a few years. The conference is at 10. Well, then, at 9, once South Central leaves. Waltonville comes in to make it 10. Magically, Noble and Clay City decide to dissolve their co-op, and now you have 11 teams, as aforementioned. But for whatever reason, they just felt it wasn't working. I believe it might have been Noble that wanted to get out of that. Clay City probably had some mutual feelings for that to end. But now these two teams are separate. You're going to have 11 teams again when it comes to tournament play in mid-January, and it'll be quite interesting all throughout the year. Not only as we adjust to some of these new entrants and familiar faces back in the MTC, but some of the other teams as well. This will actually be, I think, the first Noble game we have done in our 5 years, I believe, 4 or 5 years of doing Midland Trail Conference basketball.
And with that, both teams warming up on the floor. About 6 minutes to go here on the Coach House Garage's pregame show. If you're looking for a garage builder, they'll build a quality garage at a fair price with a 5-year written warranty and financing available. Then the Coach House Garage is for you. Call Darryl Sheridan at 244-1061 for a free on-site estimate. We'll take another break, come back, talk a little bit about maybe postseason sites announced today. We'll explain where all the teams we think are going. Well, at least we know what the sites are. You're listening to Waltonville Spartans Basketball in the Showcase on WMIX.
How to deal with someone who says that's so gay. Outsmart them.
This party is like so gay. Totally.
Excuse me, but did you ladies know the word gay used to mean happy or excited? Then it became a word used to describe gay people. Then somehow it came to mean dumb or stupid, which is how you just used it, which is not very nice.
Ew, that guy is on the football team and super smart, and he totally hates us now.
Totally. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off. Learn more at thinkbeforeyouSpeak.com. Brought to you by Glisten and the Ad Council.
People's National Bank understands how much small business means to a community. That's why we have been supporting the local economy of Southern Illinois for over 100 years by providing commercial loans to area businesses. And our loan decisions are made right here in Southern Illinois. Hi, this is Jim Fleig, commercial banker for People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. Stop by today to find out what a true community bank is all about.
People's National Bank, proudly supporting local businesses since 1909.
Cesar Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the Collision Pros. Cesar Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Cesar Auto Body, 602 South Park in Cesar, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital. With our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, the entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. This is 50,000 watts of the award-winning Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX FM, Mount Vernon, Marion, Effingham, a Withers Broadcasting Superstation.
Coach House Garages, if you're in need of a garage to protect your car, price, possession, Coach House Garages has the building for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061 for a free on-site estimate. They sponsor the pregame show. Denny Czerwinski and Chris Hugo alongside. And interestingly enough, in the excitement of Jefferson County today, around 4 o'clock, the IHSA released regional sites today, Chris. And Waltonville hosts a regional, Woodlawn hosts a regional, Oakville hosts a sectional, but they're all going different directions.
Well, that's the crazy thing about it. You look at this Waltonville regional, you look at the fact that up the blacktop, Woodlawn has one as well. Woodlawn regional will feed into the Altamont sectional. The Waltonville regional feeds into the Harnett County sectional, which will also see the winners of the Gallatin County, the ZR, Ziegler Royalton, of course, and Meridian regionals. So the Woodlawn regional championship winner will go back up north to Altamont, where they will meet the Edwards County regional winner. I believe there's also one in St. Elmo, and then another one towards the east as well up in that area, of course, of some of your NTC teams. So things will be interesting. Woodlawn Cardinals, of course, and the teams in that area, of course, will go back north. The Waltonville Spartans south. The Oakville Rockets will go west. As they host that sectional, that'll be kind of interesting because you take a look at Valmeyer feeding into that Oakville sectional, and so you would assume the Oakville Rockets end up in Valmeyer. There's also a TBA. But then you have Franklin, I forget which county that is in, but you have Raymond Lincolnwood, which is a consolidation effort in Montgomery and Macoupin counties, all feeding into this Oakville sectional. But as we take a look at the SIU Super, which is Altamont and Hardin County, again, Diederich, St. Elmo are those other regionals that we've neglected to mention, or I had neglected to mention as well. So very interesting in Class 1A, of course. Oakville heads to the Oakville sectional winner, I should say, does head to the Jacksonville Super again. So things could get very interesting in Class 1A.
Well, you look at it, too, Altamont and Hardin County can't get any further apart than what they are as far as sectionals go. But, you know, it's one of those deals where, again, and you look down, Gallatin County, Meridian, Waltonville, ZR go into Hardin County. So we know Waltonville won't be with Woodlawn. Woodlawn's going to go north because they go into Altamont with St. Elmo, Dietrich, and Edwards County. Interestingly, that happens, you know, and that goes on. In 2A, the sectionals are going to be for down here, as they say, at Greenville, West Frankfort. Now, Sparta, Murphy, McLeansboro, and El Dorado host regionals. 2 regionals on one side, 2 regionals on the other. That's interesting in how they're going to divide it up. The Breeze Central Regional could also be loaded as well. It's one of those things we'll talk about not only now, probably tonight, but also on the Saturday Sports Show on AM 940 and WMIXsports.com from 8:08 a.m. to 10 a.m. each Saturday. Both teams have been called to their benches. We're not sure what they're going to do first. They'll do the anthems. We'll step out for a break, come back to the starting line, the opening tip. You're listening to the Waltonville Spartans on the Showcase on WMIX.
I'm meteorologist Dave Bowers. We'll look at your next rad weather. A moonlit sky and cold tonight, a low of 20 to 24. Lots of sunshine tomorrow. A little milder afternoon, a high of 48. Tomorrow night will be clear and chilly, low 24 to 28. The outlook for Thursday, plenty of sunshine and milder with a high of 55. And then on Friday, times of clouds and sunshine. Afternoon temperatures again in the middle 50s. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
We can't believe you missed last week's Saturday Sports Show, presented by Crossroads Community Hospital. To those who tuned in on WMIX or WMIXsports.com, we enjoyed your company. But if you missed the area scores, in-depth interviews with the region's coaches, or missed out on the WMIX Sports question on Twitter and Facebook, the path to forgiveness is easy. Listen to previous Saturday Sports Show episodes on demand at WMIXsports.com. It's that simple. Or next Saturday morning, you could tune in after the 8 o'clock news. Either way, we forgive
Have you ever been out of town and realized you needed cash? Using another bank's ATM can cost you a few extra dollars in fees to get the cash you need. Not anymore. People's National Bank introduces MoneyPass. MoneyPass allows you to use over 23,000 additional ATMs in the United States without any fees. Stop by People's National Bank, visit peoplesnationalbank.com or moneypass.com to find out more information.
People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois since 1909. Member FDIC.
Drive home the savings. Get the auto insurance protection you need at a price you can afford. When you get a car insurance quote, your State Farm agent Scott Owens will help you get all the discounts you deserve and give you 3 different package options to choose from. Or you can customize your coverage so it's the perfect fit. With all this, it's clear why more drivers trust State Farm more than any other auto insurer. Get to a better state. See Scott Owens on 1810 Broadway in Mount Vernon or call 242-3770.
Daily schedules, scores, and more. Find WMIX Sports on Facebook. Back to the showcase on WMIX.
Your starting line is brought to you by People's National Bank. Stop by People's National Bank and let them remind you what bank with a local family-owned bank is all about. Visit a branch near you or log on to peoplesnationalbank.com. People's National Bank, member FDIC. I'll turn over to Mr. Chris Hugo, and he will give you the starting lineup.
First for the West Richland Wildcats out of Noble, of course, they are coached by Andrew Capper. Look what your officials said. They'll have 2 guards in the backcourt. Number 11 is senior Bo Van Blaricum. Number 13, Hunter Kincaid. And the front court, they'll have number 10, Blake Clam, as well as number 15, Brock Van Blaricum. And number 25, your center is Diego Gonzalez for your West Richland Wildcats.
Those lineups brought to you by People's National Bank. Have instant access to your account anytime, anywhere with online banking. For People's National Bank, log on to peoplesnationalbank.com, member FDIC.
Of course, taking a look now at your Waltonville Spartans familiar lineup, of course, for the past few years. In your backcourt will be number 13, Derek Wisnet. It'll be also number 22, Hunter Cockett. Your forwards tonight will be number 23, Matt Rogers, and number 24, Trey Widges. Your post player will be number 25, Jordan Hill. For the Waltonville Spartans, coached by Brian Gamber.
Being introduced tonight, Brian Gamber coaching, big brother Scott here as well, watching the game. The Waltonville Spartans electing to go without the shutting the lights off and spotlight tonight for the starting lineup. Something new for us, as we have not had that. We got to have a game ball. I figured out what that was. The game ball was not listed. Speaking of game ball, or you want to put a logo on it, basketball can have that as well. All-Stars and Stitches can print it for your school, company, or organization. They even do apparel. See Big Dave at All-Stars and Stitches just west of Benton High School, or call 435-5555. Justin Wyatt and Larry Pettit are 2 of the 3 officials on the game. I'm not for certain of the other one. Justin Wyatt will be the lead official in this game. Waltonville in their whites, trimmed in red and blue. Nice crowd on hand from Waltonville. Noble will be in black, trimmed in gold and white. Official will step into center court here as we begin game number 1 at home for Waltonville this season. Tip controlled by Waltonville Spartans. Easily Stretch Hale gets that and tips it to Widges. It'll be a man-to-man by Noble right now. Widges goes right side to Coggins, out by the timeline. One pass to the left side to Wizenut, back to Widges on the left wing. He'll come around to the top of the key. Waltonville running a set play, obviously, set up here. Coggins, Rogers to Hale. Post up Widges inside. Trey goes up for a shot. Good off the glass. Size disadvantage, Chris. Widges made him pay.
Well, he did. Posted up right down there. Probably has about 5 or 6 inches on the defender. I got the easy back to get off the right block.
Noble struggling against the pressure. They do get it across the timeline. That's Gonzalez. He throws it across the floor, tips out of bounds. Off the hands of one Spartan, but off the hands of Blake Lamb of Noble. And that'll go down as a turnover, the first one of the game for the Wildcats.
That's a good move to try and disrupt the tempo by Trey Widges, Danny. Unfortunately for Noble, they got a hand on it as it went out of bounds instead of just letting it go.
Hunter Coggins will bring it across the timeline. Noble's in a man-to-man. 7 minutes to go in the first. Just underway. Waltonville leads 2-0. Rogers with it on the left side. Throws it back to Hale on the right wing. Jordan drives to the basket. Has it shipped away. It'll stay with Waltonville on the block shot. You're not a number of credit score. Community First Bank of the Heartland. You're a person or business with these. And through the good and the bad, Community First Bank of the Heartland will stand by you. Triggering in front of us, we sit on the stage. Rogers, long pass into Hale in the lane. Shot no good. Rebound by Gonzalez, and they'll go the other way. With the basketball on the right wing is Kincaid. Now they'll reverse the top of the key. Gonzalez thrown away by Widges. Widges on a breakaway, goes up, blocks from behind, and it'll be a foul. That on Bo Van Bleriken. That'll be his first, team's first. And Trey Widges will go to the line and shoot two. Trey Widges with the breakaway. Couldn't quite get clean away from the defender, but has earned a trip to the line to shoot 2 free throws. With his team up 2-0 with 6:43 left to go in the first quarter. First free throw trickles over the iron and drops down. He's got all 3 Waltonville points so far. With locations in Ina, Dix, Woodlawn, and 2 branches in Mount Vernon, Community First Bank of the Heartland is proud to be the official voice of the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. Welcome back to First Home Banking, member FDIC.
Number 14, Ben Baker will check in for Diego Gonzalez.
Widges makes both. It's 4-0. Waltonville presses. Noble struggled the first trip down the floor and looks like they're going to struggle again. Up the right side, they're going to run and dribble. Van Bleriken up that right side into the front court to the right wing behind the arc. With it out, they'll throw it out top the key over the head. That's an over back call. Second turnover on the Noble Wildcats. Used to be a co-op with Clay City. Now have broken off, and they're on their own. That's why we have 11 teams in the Midland Trail Conference, at least this year. Stay tuned for years in the future to see how many teams are left. Was it none on the left-hand side? Pops inside the Hale, up and in. Jordan Hale with a nice play. Timeout. Noble, 6-0 Walton, 6:16 to go in the first. Nice start for the Spartans. No letdown after the tournament so far.
No, none whatsoever. Coming out, getting 3 turnovers on West Richland early. Getting 4 points from Trey Widges. Hale started to struggle 0-2 from the floor, but got a nice move inside to get his first bucket. Making a 6-0 run to start this game in the first minute, 44. And, of course, West Richland into a timeout and have to burn an early one here where they're going to talk some things over and just don't appear to be in this one. I think it's one of those where you kind of react saying we're going where and have to take that long bus ride. You finally get here, you're late, you know it, and just don't really seem to be in this one just yet.
Speaking of going where, the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios driven by Porter Square and King City Chrysler got us here to the game. We'll also pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one's done. Why wait hours? In emergency rooms, they promise you'll see a position within 30 minutes of your arrival. Noble throws it in. Waltonville tipped it out of bounds in the front row. And Noble will side out of bounds in the back court. That'll be Van Bleriken. Triggers it into his, I would guess, brother, other Van Bleriken, number 11. They'll go up the left side. Now it's Kincaid. Gets it in the middle of Van Bleriken and brings it across. He'll wait for Bo Van Bleriken to bring it across. Stop with 6 minutes to go. Noble will run an offense. Looks to be man-to-man defense for the Spartans. Noble works to the top of the key. That is Gonzalez at the right side. Throws it left side, skip pass on the wing. Three-pointer on the way. Van Bleriken, no good. Rebounded by Rogers. Gets it to Hunter Coggins. The veteran group of Spartans have gotten a lot of experience at the varsity level the last 2 years. Widges has been a member of the varsity team as Hale is for the last 3. Heading in their 4th year. Whizzing out with it to Widges on the right wing. Down the left side, there goes Hale, right side, glass good. Jordan Hale makes the basket. I got to watch it because I keep every year want to say Brandon Hale. I cannot say Brandon Hale because he's up in somewhere else. 8-0 Waltonville on the play, and we have a foul. Foul's been whistled on the Spartans, a little reaching going on. That is on Jordan Hale. I'll get used to it by the time this year's over. Van Bleriken will trigger the inbound. Off the screen, he'll throw it in to Kincaid. He goes up the right side, out of bounds, off his, I thought it was off his leg. It's off Jordan Hale, out of bounds. And he'll stay with Noble. 5:15 to go in the first quarter. Waltonville leads 8-0. Van Blaricum dribbles back to the middle of the backcourt. Up the floor, thrown away. Rogers, Hale, Widges, layup. Shot fake, no good. Widges was looking for contact, goes up again, doesn't score. Hale with her third chance, and it's good. Jordan Hale cleans up that mess. It's 10-zip with 5 to go in the first quarter. Waltonville on top early here against Noble. Kincaid dribbles into a double team right in front of us. He throws it right side to Van Blaricum. Up the middle of the floor, Van Blaricum up to Gonzalez. He'll dribble, and he's stolen away by Widges. Widges will walk it up. Wondered why things were a little slower. I'm not doing all the stats tonight. I can let you do some of them.
I know it's slowed down for me quite a bit.
You and I were solo last night, each in different places. Hale in the left corner. Throws it out back top of the key to Rogers. Rogers goes right side to Coggins. Now the post up Hale. Mid-range jumper from 10 is good. Jordan Hale with a hot hand with 6. 12-zip, Waltonville. And Jordan Hale again. Jordan Hale's beaten Noble by himself so far. Kincaid will dribble in the front court. Waltonville will back off, play half court man-to-man. So now Noble will set up. Kincaid will dribble. Now throw it right wing. And Wisenhunt knocked it out of bounds, and that's going to be a foul. A little too much contact. Second foul on Waltonville, first on Wisenhunt. Community First Bank with more Jefferson County locations than anyone else. Locally owned with decisions made here. Proud supporters of Jefferson County locations in Ida, Dix, Woodlawn, and 2 branches in Mount Vernon. Side out of bounds coming for Noble as Van Blaricum goes out. In Lamb. He throws it in the backcourt to Van Blaricum. Blake Van Blaricum and Brock Van Blaricum. We'll get through those names the best we can. Good luck with that. Pass to the left post is Spring. Arthur Spring is checked into the game. Spring now leads the top of the key for Lamb. Left wing pass to Kincaid. Guarded by Hale. Waltonville man-to-man. Top of the key. They reverse it right side to Van Blaricum. Bo has it on a couple dribbles between the circles. Off the screen. Now tries to back out. Now throws left high post to Diego Gonzalez at the left elbow. He'll skip past right side to Van Blaricum. Top of the key. Kincaid hit 3 on the way. No good. Hits the floor left side. Wisenhunt have it. Gets it up to Widges. Waltonville running towards us on the stage. Widges the Hale left corner. 3 ball on the way. Good. 3 goggles go up in the air as Hale now with 9 in the quarter. It's 15-zip. Waltonville with 3:15 to go in the first. You laugh.
When did 3 goggles start?
Hey, think about what the officials do.
Well, no, I just didn't.
The old Kentucky thing. Bouncing off the glass 3-pointers, Van Blaricum. Up the rebound is Jordan Hale. Guess who? He's been everywhere tonight.
Done everything.
Make it the 3 goggles.
Oh, I got it. Okay. I just hadn't heard it.
It's something new this year. I always add something new. Left side, Van Blaricum. Tipped out of bounds by Widges. He'll stay with Noble. That's the old Johnny Miller thing. You got to add something new all the time.
I got you. All right.
It's a golf thing. And Noble makes the substitution. They brought in 8 players tonight on that short trip from Noble. We've made that trip several times that way.
Skip past it usually.
Skip past it. I've been stopped in Noble once, but that's about it. On the left wing is Van Blaricum. If you want to know where Noble's located, we'll tell you after this play. Gonzalez throws up a shot in the paint, rebounded by Jordan Hale. Here comes Widges up the right side for the Spartans. Laird has checked in. Winchester has checked in for the Spartans. Rogers with it on the left side. He with it to Laird on the right wing, down the right corner. Hale on the way, long off the mark. Rebound tip, rebounded by Noble. Now loose on the floor, tip, and Noble has it. Van Blaricum will bring it up the left side. Falls to the floor, dribbles dead. Now he leaves it for Lamb, and Van Blaricum gets it back with 2:10 to go in the first. Waltonville left 15-zip. Van Blaricum will hold up 3 hands for Noble. They'll set up. Throw it to Gonzalez at the right elbow. Down the lane he goes, running shot off the front of the iron. No good. Rebounded by Noble underneath. Stolen away, though, by Levi Laird from Ben Baker. Laird gets a right side Winchester. Deep behind the 3-point arc to Widges, top of the key. 1:48 to go in the first. Noble man-to-man as Widges throws right side to Winchester. Winchester throws top of the key to Laird. Brian Gamber calling out a play. They'll post up. Hale has a tip from behind and a foul. Official in front of us says that foul's on Diego Gonzalez, his first, team second. Community First Bank wants you to come start a banking relationship with them where you won't be disappointed. Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to personal banking locations in 9 to Dick Woodlawn and 2 branches in Mount Vernon. Waltonville triggers in front of us. That's Laird and out of the box set. Throws it left side. Azam up. No good. Rebounded by Van Kincaid. He'll dribble up the right side for Noble with 1.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Kincaid will skip it left side to Van Blaricum in the corner to Baker. Baker back for a 3 to Kincaid. It's off the mark. Rebound Zom. Zom to Widges. The Trey will dribble up the left side. Maverick He has been thus named. Gets it up to Winchester in the left corner. Widges with it in the corner. Now dribble out to the top of the key. Throws it right wing. Som, right corner Laird. His three on the way. Rattles around the iron. No good. Gonzalez on the rebound. He leaves it for Van Blaricum, who swings the ball. No present reached. Top the timeline, under a minute to go now. Noble hasn't scored in the quarter. Van Blaricum to the Gonzalez on the right side. They also give and go off the triangle offense. Foul. And that'll send Van Blaricum to the line. A little play from the Chicago Bulls playbook off the triangle offense.
That's a nice move, and was able to get to the hoop, was able to draw the foul. Now gets himself a chance to crack the goose egg on the scoreboard for the Wildcats, and had a great move. Just when he went up, shifted toward behind the backboard, so his shot goes behind the backboard, but bailed out by a nice foul.
All kinds of ways to get a hold of us as far as social media goes. First free throw is missed. We'll follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. You can also go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/WMIX Sports. And also for the Triumvirate, go to our website, WMIXsports.com. Scores, highlights, archives, all kinds of stuff on there as both free throws are missed. That can't be right. I haven't tweeted enough. How can I be blocked out? I'll deal with it. Across the timeline, yeah. Data, you got that right. Winchester, left side, left corner to Laird with 30 seconds. Laird inside Widges, back out top of the key. Harmon for a three. It's off the mark, no good. Laird hustled for the rebound. Kicks it back out to Winchester. To Widges, top of the key. Widges, we got a whistle away for the play right in front of us. That foul is on Justin Winchester. He set an illegal screen right in front of us, below us actually, as we sit on the stage. We'll have a score update as in the second quarter. We're getting some scores in now from Lebanon as well as Trico and Goreville. 15 seconds left in the first quarter here. Waltonville leads Noble 15-0. Van Blaricum with it, has a kick. They'll reset the shot clock at the next level with 9 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Side out of bounds coming in front of the Waltonville sideline across the way. Van Blaricum with it. We'll trigger into Van Blaricum. He'll bring it across the timeline with 6, with 5, dribbles to the right side. Down the lane he goes. Three-pointer from the wing is going to be off the mark. It's the floor. Time runs out. Into the first quarter here at Waltonville. The Spartans 15, Noble nothing. Back for more Waltonville Spartans basketball in the showcase on WMIX.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois welcomes Dr. Beth Conradi to their medical staff. Dr. Conradi specializes in comprehensive pain management using a multidisciplinary team approach by working with other specialists for optimal diagnosis and treatment of pain. Dr. Conradi will treat most conditions of the spine, including management of cancer pain. Dr. Beth Conradi, helping to make life better day after day at the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois in Mount Vernon. Call 618-242-3778.
With 2 new hospitals, trusted physicians, and dedicated staff, it's clear that our local healthcare industry is helping to make our community stronger every day. Hi, I'm Terry Prosize, a commercial lender and healthcare banking specialist at Community First Bank. I'm putting over 20 years of healthcare and business experience to work for our medical community and local businesses. Whether you have an expanding physician practice, an existing business, or hoping to start a new business, I have the financial prescription for you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dixon, Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing.
Daily schedules, scores, and more. Find WMIX Sports on Facebook. Back to the showcase on WMIX.
15-0 after 1 here at Waltonville. The Spartans ahead of Noble, but the Wildcats have the basketball. It's stolen away by Levi Laird for the Spartans. Laird and Winchester up the floor, tipped away on a nice play by Bo Van Blaricum. It'll be out of bounds to Waltonville. Some scores from around the area at the Trico tournament tonight. It was Chester over Shawnee, 76-37. And in the third quarter, Egyptian and Benton are tied at 33. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. Off the inbound, Tyler Harmon with the basket for Waltonville. 17-0. Waltonville on top. Van Blaricum with the basketball. Spartans man-to-man out of the first quarter. Tipped away, stolen away by Laird. He and Booza come up. Laird tries to get to the rim, loses the handle out of bounds. He'll stay with Waltonville Spartans. Scoreboard update, as I mentioned, brought to you by Scott Owens. So how do you really know your bargain insurance isn't going to cost you big if you have an accident? Talk to Scott Owens, who knows. Your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon. Call 242-3770 to get a better state. Winchester on the inbounds to Zom in the left corner. Looking right side, they'll reverse to Booza in the right corner to Laird. Laird goes baseline on the right-hand dribble, kisses off the glass, no good. Gets his own rebound, throws it up, and he's fouled. And Levi Laird has earned another trip to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2. Couldn't tell who that foul was on. They hit it.
That'll be on Spring.
Yeah, Spring is sprung early here in the fall as he gets his first foul, team's third. To piggyback on that scoreboard update into 3, Goreville Egyptian now leads Benton 43-41. The Rangers making a little bit of a comeback in that quarter. Levi Laird knocks down both. It's 19-0. Well, how many shots has Noble had so far? 8?
They're all of 8.
All right.
Well, clearly.
Yes, Van Blaricum. There you go. Van Blaricum throws it left elbow to Arthur Spring. It's stolen away by Winchester. He'll bring it across the timeline on the dribble, left wing to Laird. Laird holds above his head. One dribble, top and key pass, Booth. Man-to-man from Noble. Left wing pass to Zom. Tipped off the hands out of bounds. The official says they're going to stay here with Waltonville.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they said. Waltonville's heading the other way, though. Somebody forgot to tell them. We'll pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one is done. Why wait hours in other emergency rooms? Crossroads Community Hospital Emergency Department pledges you'll be seen by a physician within 30 minutes of your arrival. The official pointed the wrong direction.
I was going to say, I saw the same mechanic you did, which is why I said, really?
Yeah. With pass, Noble turns it over again. They came down the floor and threw it where nobody was. It goes out of bounds to the front row of chair seat holders here at Waltonville. 19-0, Waltonville on top with 6:37 to go in the first half.
10 turnovers now for West Richland compared to just 2 for the Spartans.
Waltonville has the basketball. That's Harmon. Harmon right side to Zom, inside to Laird. Jump shot post over Gonzalez is good. Laird has 4 in the quarter, 21-0. When will Noble score? That's the question here on the total point sheet.
It's going to be here soon.
Gonzalez loses it. Laird on the steal. Booza has it, trailing the timeline. Now comes across on the Waltonville side to Winchester. Left side Laird. 3 ball on the way. Front of the iron. Drills across. Gets out of bounds. Off the stage. It'll go to Noble. And Noble's going to call another timeout. Okay, trail. Last score 21-0 with 6:02 to go here in the first half. As Waltonville leads 21-0, we're talking to one of the officials, now 2 of them. There's going to be some conversation after the game on this one. But Chris, obviously Waltonville, no leftover hangover from winning that Christopher Turkey tournament, coming out here taking care of business, up 21-0.
Oh, no, they've definitely come out firing. They were 6 of 16 from the floor in the first quarter, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Keeping the turnovers at a minimum, getting the rebounds, but they're boxing out, getting their knee doing what they need to do, and really they're playing the game plan. And the great thing about a night like tonight is you get some of your reserves in, they get to see some crucial varsity minutes in an effort to make them better and prepare them for the postseason. And, with the regional site assignments being released today, I should say, not necessarily assignments, but the hosts being released today, you're getting to host your own regional, getting to play here on your home floor come late February. Certainly, as Spartans tend to improve over the course of the season, should be a nice blessing.
Noble has it with the basketball. They're looking to get a blessing of the basket here to get that goose egg off the scoreboard. That's Van Blaricum. He throws it to the left elbow to Spring. They're looking for a backdoor cut. Now he throws it right wing Van Blaricum. Covered up by Laird. 3 ball top of the key. Blake Van Blaricum. No good. Tipped up to the rim by Spring. Rebound by Zom. Gets it to Booza. Spartans come up the left side. Booza with a basketball. Throws it around. Now it goes right corner to Laird. Laird with it, now top of the key to Zom. Zom at the free throw line, holds left wing to Booza. Booza with the dribble. He'll come down the lane, kick it right side off the hands of Winchester out of bounds. It'll go to Noble at 5:26 to go in the first half.
Third turnover of the game for the Spartans, second of the quarter.
Saturday Sports Show every Saturday morning, AM 940, 8:08 a.m. to 10 a.m. Also on WMIXsports.com, guests, hosts, and of course our WMIX social media sports question of the week. You never know what we're going to ask our guests and you on our social media. 3-pointer on the way from the right wing by Kincaid. It's no good, but it's rebounded by Baker. Noble will start the offense again with 5 minutes to go in the first half. Waltonville leads 21-0. Van Blaricum with it around the top screen from Gonzalez. We got bodies everywhere, and that's going to be foul on Booza. He was fighting through the screen just a little too much. That's the 5th foul on Waltonville. And the first on Booza. Side out of bounds for Noble near the Spartan bench. Brian Gamber decked out in a dapper look this evening. We'll let Chris Hugo explain that here in a second. Left corner, top left wing now with it is Van Blaricum. To the right side he goes. Down the lane, right side, pass in the corner to Kincaid. Top of the key, Van Blaricum. Goes left side to Baker. Now they throw it back out to Bo Van Blaricum. Noble will reset their offense. Down 21-zip with 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Ball on the floor. Laird steals it. Booza ties it up. It's going to go to Waltonville on the turnover. Right Hammer.
Hammer looks pretty good tonight. I'd say a dark graphite pant combined with a black belt. Looks like pencil striped. Button-down shirt, of course, dark burnt, maybe red, with white stripes and a black or maybe a navy blue and red striped tie.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a competition. No. John Gamber will get his dress on for his game on Friday night. He'll have the GQ look going for the Centuria Orphans, I'm sure. Zom with the top of the key to Harmon. In the corner to Winchester. Back to Harmon. Right to Laird. Laird with it. Harmon now left side. Substitutions coming in as Winchester gets down lane front. Rims it. Zom rebounds. Blocked from behind. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Waltonville. We're at the top of the hour. We need to pause for station identification. You're listening to the showcase.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports or crank us up on WMIX FM, Mount Vernon, Marion, and all of Southern Illinois, a Withers Broadcasting Superstation.
Waltonville leads 21-0 with 3:54 to go in the first half. Noble has the basketball. Here come the Wildcats. That's Kincaid across the timeline. He'll throw it to Gonzalez, top of the key. Running. Shot off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Kincaid for Noble. Right side to Baker. Baker with it. Leaves it off on a shovel pass to Kincaid. Triple threes left in the first half. Noble's coach, Andrew Capper, saying to run it. With it on the right wing is Baker. They throw in the corner to Van Blaricum. He's double-teamed on the baseline. Gets to Gonzalez. He goes to the rim. Shot good.
There you go.
Diego Gonzalez makes it 21-2. Waltonville 19-point lead. Waltonville's only up 19, to think about it. But I think some of this has been helped by the substitutions getting everybody some PT. Hale in the corner. Hale, Rogers, Widges, Winston, Hutt, and Coggins. The starters back in for the final 3 minutes. Widges comes down to the left side, left wing free throw line. Now pass to Hale. Hale behind the back in traffic. Widges to Rogers. Rogers with it to Hale. Now to Widges. To Coggins. Waltonville's going to set up. Coggins with it near the timeline. Hold. Counts on now to Rogers. Rogers inside the Widges. Up and in and a foul. Trey Widges with his 8th point. I think you and I have seen that play run a time or two.
Feel like
somewhere else. Yeah. That foul is on Spring, his 2nd. That's the 4th on Noble. It's like I've seen that play run a time or two. Yeah, it's from a different angle, but it does look familiar. It's an old Jefferson County play. Widges missed the free throw. Oh, Brad Jordan Hale tried to come in with a one-hand tip and lost it off the front of the rim and missed the shot. Well, those are 2 gift points that he'd like to have back. With it across the timeline is Kincaid on the dribble. He'll look, now throws it right wing to Van Blaricum. He's holding. Throws it in the right corner to Baker, guarded by Coggins. Baker pulls up, looks, now throws it to Van Blaricum. Goes down the lane, shot blocked. He's earned 2 free throws. He'll go to the free throw line. That is the 16th foul Waltonville of the game, and that foul is on Derek Wisenhunt, his 2nd. The whole game down at Goreville. We'll get to that here at the scoreboard update, maybe at halftime. Right now at the free throw line is Brock Van Blaricum. First shot is up and in. 23-2. 3. Should be 23-3, right? Yep. Okay, there we go. And it'll be one more free throw. Stay tuned for the Red Lake College halftime show. Scoring and stats and scores from around the area. Both free throws made by Brock Van Blaricum. And it's 23-4, Waltonville by 19 with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Coggins will bring it up, throw right wing to Widges against this man-to-man from Noble. He goes around a pick and roll with Hale. Kicks it out left wing. Coggins 3 on the way. Good. 3 goggles go up for Hunter Coggins. And it's 26-4. Spartans by 22 with $1:55 left in the first half. Across the timeline, Kincaid throws it left side to Baker. Baker with a Van Blaricum, right side to Kincaid. In the corner to Lamb. Around the screen. Bodies fall, but the Noble maintains possession. With it. Up shot short from Baker. Rebound to the floor for Noble to Spring. Back to Baker. Baker goes right side. 3 ball on the way. Blocked by Jordan Hale. Stretch will not let that happen, and Rogers will bring it into the front court. With it on the right side is Widges. Down the lane he goes, kicks it to Hale. Hale with a mid-range jumper from 10 feet on the left side is good. Jordan Hale with 11, the first player in the game with double feature. And Waltonville's up 28-4 with 1:10 left in the first half. Across the timeline now is Kincaid. Kincaid will leave it off for Van Blaricum. Van Blaricum will hold. Under a minute to go in the first half. Leaves it right side for Lamb. Lamb on it, throws it left side to Spring. Shot from 15, off the mark. Jordan Hale, another rebound. Gets it to Widges. Spartans running at us here on the stage. Widges across the timeline, left wing to Rogers. He'll go around one defender. Larry's hand layup off the glass is good. Matt Rogers, Mr. Consistent. He does a lot of things that don't go in the box score, but does them well. Kincaid across the timeline with 30 seconds left. First half. He'll dribble right side tip. Coggins gets a steal. Coggins looking for a friend, but he'll go to the rim and score himself. Coggins with 5 in the quarter. 32-4 with 20 seconds to go. Noble will have another shot at it. With it across the timeline for Kincaid, which is trying to back tap, couldn't get the ball. Kincaid throws it in the corner to Lamb. On the dribble on the right wing. Spartan fans to our right, clap, improving the defense. In the right corner is Lamb around the screen. Tip. Hale with it. He'll throw one from half court. It is no good. And we played 16 minutes of basketball here at Waltonville. It's Spartans 32, Noble 4. We'll take a break, come back for the Ren Lake College halftime show. You're listening to Waltonville Spartans basketball in the showcase on WMIX.
I'm meteorologist Dave Bowers. We'll look at your next rad weather. A moonlit sky and cold tonight, a low of 20 to 24. Lots of sunshine tomorrow. A little milder afternoon, a high of 48. Tomorrow night will be clear and chilly, low 24 to 28. The outlook for Thursday, plenty of sunshine and milder with a high of 55. And then on Friday, times of clouds and sunshine. Afternoon temperatures again in the middle 50s. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Wouldn't it be amazing if there was somewhere you could listen to knowledgeable discussion, interviews with a great mix of coaches, get the scores, and be entertained? You must have missed last week's Saturday Sports Show. Give AM 940 a couple of hours every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news, and we'll give you the info you need like no one else can. It's your best option this winter sports season. The Saturday Sports Show on WMIX at WMIXsports.com. Powered by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be.
Are the features with your free checking account disappearing? Hi, this is Star Reed with People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. A free checking account from People's National Bank includes unlimited check writing, no minimum balance requirements, online banking, bill pay, a Visa check card, and only takes $100 to open. Stop by People's National Bank and get the free checking account you deserve.
People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois since 1909. Member FDIC. Non-usage fees may apply.
Jeep Grand Cherokee, Wrangler, Compass, Patriot. I could go on all day. Hi, Roy Schmidt, Jeep dealer at King City Chrysler Center in Mount Vernon. We are proud to be Southern Illinois' Jeep headquarters with a nice selection of all of your favorite Jeeps. The all-new 2013 Jeep Grand Cherokee is a must-see. With premium on-road performance and legendary class-leading vehicle capability, the Grand Cherokee hits the sweet spot. We also have the 2013 Jeep Wrangler Sport, which offers the ultimate in capability without compromise and adventure fueled by the power within. Wrangler goes with freedom, just like King City Chrysler is with Jeep. Come see our selection at 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, or log on to KingCityChryslerCenter.com to view our inventory online. Find us on Facebook and Twitter.
Dig in with full contact coal miner training at Ren Lake College. Learn in our new 20,000 square feet coal mine training center. Use real equipment like continuous miners and power sitters. And check out the new mine rescue and fire safety training tunnel. Associate degree and occupational certificates available.
We're full contact, hands-on coal mining. Real equipment, real live, all the time.
What are you waiting for? Call 618-437-5321 and get started.
This is the Showcase on WMIX. The Ren Lake College Halftime Show starts now.
Halftime here at Waltonville. The Spartans lead Noble 32-4. The Ren Lake College Halftime Show, where Ren Lake College can save you thousands of dollars on your education. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu to see which of the more than 100 degree certificate programs is right for you. Like we said, Waltonville up 32-4. We'll take a break, come back with scoring and stats and some score updates from around the area. You're listening to Waltonville Spartans Basketball in the Showcase on WMIX.
Hi, this is Dustin Chesnick of the Jefferson County 4-H Youth Representatives Club. Did you know that kids who belong to 4-H are 3 times more likely to contribute to their communities than young people who do not belong to 4-H? Be a part of the revolution of responsibility. To find out how you can join 4-H, call our 4-H program coordinator at 242-0780 or stop by the University of Illinois Extension office in Mount Vernon.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital with our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge. The entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. For more scores and insight, follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Now, back to the Showcase on WMIX.
Waltonville High School halftime. Waltonville leads Noble 32-4 in the Red College halftime show. Red College, you can get a quality education and save thousands. Log on to rlc.edu to see which program is right for you. Denny Czerwinski with Chris Hugo alongside. Chris, I'll let you go over the first half stats from this one.
Yeah, first we'll take a look at the team stats. Of course, your shooting from the inside in the first half, the Spartans were 11 of 21 for 52.3%. From the outside, they were 2 of 7 for 28.5%, 13 of 28 for the floor for 46.4%. For West Richland, they were 1 of 7 inside for 14.2%, and 0 of 8 clipped from the outside makes them 1 of 15 from the floor for 6.7%. Free throw shooting a little better for both teams. 4 of 5 for the Spartans for 80%, just 2 of 4 for West Richland, 50%. Spartans out-rebounded the Wildcats 16-8. 10 defensive boards for the Spartans, 5 for West Richland. Turnover disadvantage belongs to Noble, 14-3. Taking a look now at your individual scores, the West Richland Wildcats have 2 in the book. Brock Van Blaricum has 2, as does Diego Gonzalez for their 4 points. Take a look at your Spartan scores now. 6 in the book, 1 in double digits. They're led by Jordan Hales, game high 11. 8 from Trey Widgets, 5 from Hunter Coggins, 4 from Levi Laird, and 2 apiece from Matt Rogers and Tyler Harmon. Take us our halftime score of the Waltonville Spartans, 32. West Richland, 4.
Other scores from around the area that we know of. We'll give a scoreboard update here real quick with this one in hand. With 4 minutes to go in the game, Egyptian leads Benton at Goreville 52-47. Chester beat Shawnee at Trico tonight 76-37. And I'm looking down. I had another score and lost it. Oh, well. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. Auto insurance is complex. State Farm agent Scott Owens makes it simple with friendly advice when you need it, helping you choose the right level of protection and get all the discounts you should. Call 242-3770 to get a better state. Not a lot to say, Chris, but Waltonville has not shown any hangover. As we said earlier, looked pretty good here tonight, coming out and taking care of business like they should.
Well, they have. And again, you mentioned that hangover from that Thanksgiving tournament. Easy to come in and overlook a team like Noble that's just coming off of a co-op split. And with only 8 players, easy to overlook a team like that. Could have been a classic trap game going into a Spartans game, of course, over the course of this weekend. But Spartans have looked good. They've done everything right. They've limited their turnovers. They've been able to box out for the rebounds using their bigger builds, their athleticism against these Wildcats who, just get out the butts. They didn't feel like they were going to come in and be able to do much tonight. They just look like they haven't been in it or been a part of it most of this evening. And as a result, they're down 30, make that 28. Here at the half.
With that said, the Rend Lake College halftime show. Rend Lake College offers over 100 degree certificate programs for thousands less. Log on to rlc.edu to see how you can save thousands. We need to step out for a break. When we come back, the second half here from Waltonville. You're listening to the Waltonville Spartans basketball in the Showcase on WMIX.
With 2 new hospitals, trusted physicians, and dedicated staff, it's clear that our local healthcare industry is helping to make our community stronger every day. Hi, I'm Terry Prosize, a commercial lender and healthcare banking specialist at Community First Bank. I'm putting over 20 years of healthcare and business experience to work for our medical community and local businesses. Whether you have an expanding physician practice, an existing business, or hoping to start a new business, I have the financial prescription for you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dixon, Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
So how do you really know your bargain insurance isn't going to cost you big if you have an accident? Talk to someone who knows. Scott Owens, your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon. He can help make sure you have the coverage you need while saving money in the process. Get to a better state. See State Farm agent Scott Owens at 1810 Broadway in Mount Vernon and begin a saving full relationship. Or call 242-3770. That's 242-3770.
Back out to the WMIX Sports mobile studios on WMIX at WMIXsports.com. This is the Showcase, presented by Community First Bank.
16 more minutes of basketball here at Waltonville tonight as the Spartans lead Noble 32-4. Denny Czerwinski and Chris Hugo alongside. And second half, there's not much to say. I mean, it's pretty obvious what's got to happen. Noble's got to try to fight their way back into this early, and if not, Waltonville's going to continue to pull away up by 28. Noble will have the basketball to start the second half. With the basketball is Van Blaricum. He'll throw it left side to Kincaid. He'll hold it above his head. Top of the key pass now to Brock Van Blaricum, who leaves it for Bo Van Blaricum. On the dribble is Kincaid. Right corner pass, nobody home, out of bounds. Another turnover for Noble, and the Spartans will go the other way on their first possession.
Exactly what they needed not to happen to them to open up this second half of basketball. Turning the ball over right away isn't going to bode well for them if the Spartans can stay hot offensively.
Coggins across the timeline. Noble playing man-to-man. Rogers to Wizenut in the left corner. Now inside posted. Hale up and in on the left-hand kiss off the glass. Jordan Hale with 13. An impressive game from the senior. Waltonville by 30. 30-4. Van Blaricum across the timeline around a Gonzalez screen. Tipped away, recovered by Van Blaricum. Now to the timeline. He's dribbling in circles. Leaves it for Lamb on the left wing. Left elbow dribble. Three ball on the way from Kincaid. It's good. Hunter Kincaid knocks down a three. It's now 34-7. Waltonville up. Coggins will bring it across the timeline. Throws it left side to Widges. And a corner to Wizenut. Wizenut with the basketball around the screen with Hale. Didn't play at that time. Widges to Coggins on the right wing near the volleyball line. Right corner Wizenut. They're looking for Hale. Can't get it to him. Rogers in the right wing. Backdoor pass, backdoor cut. Coggins, no good. Hale gets the rebound. Shot glass, no good. Hale again underneath the Coggins. Shot, no good. But Hunter Coggins will find himself to the free throw line on that play. Nice job by the Waltonville Spartans hustling there. That's the second foul on Bo Van Blaricum. First on Noble here in the half. That'll send Hunter Coggins to the line to shoot two. His first one's up and in. He'll get one more. 35-7. Waltonville up by 28. You're not a number of credit score Community First Bank of the Heartland. You're a person or business with needs, and through the good and the bad, Community First Bank of the Heartland will stand by you. Both free throws were made by Coggins. He's got 7. 36-7. Waltonville on top. Noble has the basketball. Van Blaricum on the dribble between the circles, goes right side. With it on the left side is Kincaid. With it on the left side, again on the handoff is Van Blaricum. They're still on that left side. Hale with a steal. Can he catch up to it? No, it goes out of bounds. And it goes back to the Waltonville Spartans. Actually, the Noble. Things on Twitter. You can follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports for all kinds of things. Van Blaricum with a basketball. Leave it off for Kincaid. Kincaid out on the dribble. Picked up by Rogers. He'll get called for the foul. Rogers too much body on the check. First on Rogers, first on the team.
Shoots a little too much as they were coming around on this near sideline, and as a result picked up the early second half foul, and now a chance to inbound here off the baseline, and a good opportunity for West Richland.
Waltonville defending now. Waltonville now with Noble having the basketball. With it on the right side is Van Blaricum down the lane. Left corner shot from Lamb from 10 off the iron. Trickles over. Hale on the rebound. Boy, Gonzalez took a shot. Ran into a shoulder of his teammate. He's up and running. Widges with it. Up across now. Gives it to Wizenut. Up for an in on a reverse layup. Boy, nice play. And Wizenut with a basket. 38-7. Waltonville by 31. Waltonville's in a wholesale substitution here. It's going to be a 5-on-5-on-5-on-5 substitution pattern, I'm sure, for Brian Gamber. With the basketball, left-hand hook from Gonzalez in the paint, out of bounds. Widgeons is shoved. That'll be a foul on Gonzalez. That'll be his second, team second of the half. Need T-shirts, hoodies, Letterman's jackets, or any type of apparel for your school, organization, or business? See Big Dave at All Stars and Stitches just west of Benton High School, or call 435-5555. For limited time, they have hoodies for $17.50. Winchester, Laird, Harmon, Zom, and Booza. Harmon is a transfer from Pinckneyville. Harmon with it on the left side, left corner to Winchester. Back to Harmon. Right side to Booza. In the corner to Laird, post up Zom. Goes up and in. Austin Zom with a basket. He had some very nice plays and moments last year on the varsity level for the Spartans as well. Returning again this year. Noble with a basketball. Throws in the left corner to Lamb. Back to the left wing to Van Blaricum. He'll go off his leg. That's a foul. Reach-in foul on Levi Laird, his first. A lot of kids out here from Waltonville, Chris, have a lot of experience at the varsity level. Played a lot last year, maybe not starting this year, but that helps Waltonville off the bench.
Exactly, and that's exactly what we need, especially on that move on the front court earlier, where Zom made a nice move along the baseline.
Inbounded three-point shot is made by Bo Van Blaricum. That gets Noble into double digits. It's 40-10 Waltonville with 4.5 to go in the third quarter. Laird across Winchester across the timeline to Laird. Skip pass left to right to Harmon. Harmon holds. Two dribbles to the right elbow, left side to Winchester. He'll go around the screen by Laird, back to Winchester, pick and pop. Wasn't there. Winchester drives to the left elbow. Shot in front of the iron, no good. Gonzalez on the rebound. That'll be a foul on Harmon. That'll be his first, team's third. With locations in Ina, Dix, Woodlawn, and 2 branches in Mount Vernon, Community First Bank of Heartland is proud to be the official voice of the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC as the Noble Wildcats have the basketball. Gonzalez top of the key. He throws to Van Blaricum. Now they'll leave it now for Bo Van Blaricum. There's a shot from Bo off the back of the iron. Gonzalez on the rebound throws it up, no good, and Gonzalez will go to the line and shoot 2. And that foul, the fourth on Waltonville. I think it's on Harmon. That's Harmon. That's his second. What you might be seeing a little bit of here, Chris, is the fact that when you get such a big lead, that first free throw in front of the iron, no good, teams start to reach and grab a little bit more what they need to.
Oh, exactly. And, you're up 30 at this point, 40-10. You have Diego Gonzalez at the line shooting 2, and a lot can happen whenever you have such a huge lead. Either be good or it could be bad.
Second free throw from Gonzalez. Long off the mark, tipped around, and Laird has it for the Spartans. Gets it to Winchester. Scoreboard update coming up. We have a final from Goreville. On the left wing is Zom. Harmon, Winchester. Zom loses it, saves it back into Booza to a cutting Laird down the lane. Shot good. Boy, nice ball movement. Turns nothing into something for Waltonville. It's 42-10. Facebook.com, WMIX Sports. We know some people listening are on that as well. We appreciate you liking us there at Facebook.com/WMIX Sports. We want you to like us and follow us there as well. Got a bounce off of Waltonville at half court. It'll be Noble's basketball. Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports or go to our website, WMIXsports.com. All kinds of things there. A scoreboard update coming up later this evening. Van Blaricum goes to the right side, left side, back to the middle. Down the lane he goes, jump shot, 10-footer, no good. Trickles around, Gonzalez had it, lost it out of bounds, and it'll go to the Waltonville Spartans. At Goreville tonight, Egyptian beat Benton 68-59. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. Talk to your neighbors and talk to State Farm agent Scott Owens. See why State Farm insures more drivers than Geico and Progressive. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Scott Owens is there. Harmon's down on the floor at the top of the key, throws it left wing to Winchester. Winchester gives it to Harmon. He dribbles, and that's a reach-in foul on Diego Gonzalez. And that's his third. Waltonville will trigger a side out of bounds on the Waltonville home side. That's Harmon. Leaves it for Winchester. Going to the left side, goes to Booza behind the three-point line in the corner to the left elbow. Right side Harmon, right baseline, 15-footer Winchester up and in. Justin Winchester with his first basket. 44-10. Waltonville up by 34 with 2:30 to go in the third quarter. Noble with a basketball. Right wing pass to Kincaid. His three. Good. Hunter Kincaid knocks down his second three of the game, 6 in the quarter. He looks like someone that can provide some offense here for Noble this year.
Theoretically, he started 0 for 4 for beyond the arc to start the game, but now 2 of his last 2 might be heating up a little bit, might have found somewhat of a stroke to provide a little bit of a spark down the stretch here for West Richland.
Booza gets it out to Harmon, top of the key. Takes a dribble a couple times to Booza. He'll come around the ball screen. Now gets it to Winchester. Winchester gets it to Harmon, right corner Booza. Pass inside off. Tip stolen away by Blake Lamb of Noble. He tries to throw it in off of Booza. Now Booza dives for it on the sideline out of bounds, and it'll belong to Noble.
Spring and Baker going to check in here for the Wildcats.
And Noble substituting freely, down 44-13. They arrived here about 6:20 for a 6:30 game. Technically, they're going to spend more time on the bus than they will here at Waltonville, based on the time.
Suffice to say, that's somewhat sad.
Kincaid with it to Baker. Baker to Kincaid on the right wing. He'll dribble baseline. Throws up a running teardrop. No good. Harmon on the rebound, weak side. Gets it to Winchester with 90 seconds to go in the third quarter across the timeline on the dribble. Left wing pass to Laird. Laird will go down the lane, barreling away, and loads up a layup. It rattles in and out. Comes out to Baker. He'll get it to Kincaid across the timeline. Kincaid with it. We'll throw it back out top of the key to Van Blaricum. Van Blaricum with it, left side. That's to Lamb. 3-ball, long one on the way. That's by Lamb. It's no good. They tip it back out, and it's tipped out. Here comes Winchester on the breakaway. He's all by himself. Layup up and in, and probably could have been an intentional foul. Brock Van Blaricum couldn't get there. Had a one-hand shove in his back. And Winchester makes the layup, and he'll get another and try to complete the conventional three-point play.
Winchester's played some quality minutes off the bench tonight, especially here in the second half.
Oh, yeah, 5 points now in the third quarter for him. It's 47-13, under a minute to go in the third quarter. Kincaid across the timeline. He'll look, throw it right side to Baker. Baker holds above his head. He'll come around the dribble. On the right side, double team, throws it back out to Lamb, top of the key, over to Baker. Thought about a three, down to Kincaid. Tipped by Zombs. Now it's on the floor as Baker struggles with it, stolen away by Winchester again. Winchester has it. He'll dribble to the top of the key, goes right side to Harmon. Harmon's going to launch a three of his own. It's front of the iron, no good, tipped around. Laird had it. Now fights for it on the baseline, kicks it out left corner. Booza with a shot from three. It's off the mark, rebound to the free throw line to Baker for Noble. He leaves it for Hunter Kincaid. Andrew Capper, the coach of Noble, says run thumbs up with 12 seconds to go in the third quarter. Noble will begin their offense. Now goes right side, right corner to Baker. His three on the way is short, hits the floor. Winchester on the rebound with one, doesn't realize there's no time left in the third quarter. A pet peeve of Chris Hugo is struck again. We're at the end of three quarters. It's Waltonville 47, Noble 13, back for the fourth quarter. You're listening to Waltonville Spartans Basketball to Showcase on WMIX.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something, and... Oh, wait. Hold on. I just got a text.
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. So many comments on my comment. Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Mom, what? Huh? What'd you say?
This weekend, unplug. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital. With our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, the entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. We're worldwide. This is the Showcase on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Presented by Community First Bank.
As we begin the fourth quarter, it'll be Noble basketball to start with. They lead or trail 47-13 here in Waltonville. Denny Czerwinski and Chris Hugo alongside on the Showcase on WMIX. Noble has it on the left wing to Kincaid. He'll throw it out top of the key to Baker. Now reverses left side to Van Blaricum on the left wing. That's Kincaid. Back to Van Blaricum. Leaves it for Baker as they play around the top of the key. Van Blaricum comes left side. Shot from 10 long. Hits the floor. Rebounded by Spring. Throws, tips, and he recovered it. He had the rebound through it. It was tipped back at him by Aaron McCoy. And by the time Spring got it, he was standing on the baseline out of bounds. It'll belong to Waltonville. The WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven here by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. That's how we got here tonight. We'll get to our games all year long. That's Barva with the top of the key. Throws it left corner to Dylan Miller. Miller with the basketball on the dribble. Leaves it for McCoy to the left corner. One dribble back out to Miller. Thought about it. Didn't take the three. Now throws it right side Barva. Now back to the right elbow on the dribble. Had a couple options. Didn't throw. Now to McCoy. McCoy goes to Lewis on the left block. Spin, turn, jump put, no good. Hits the floor out of bounds, and it'll go to Noble with 6:46 left in the game. Crossroads Community Hospital sponsors our player of the game. Why wait hours and other emergency rooms? Crossroads Community Hospital's emergency department places you'll be seen by a physician within 30 minutes of your arrival. Noble has it going to the left side. That is Van Blaricum. He'll leave it top of the key for Kincaid. Waltonville man-to-man as they have in the entire game. Kincaid with it, leaves it out to Van Blaricum near the timeline. Holds above his head off the screen from Gonzalez. He kicks it out right side. Three on the way from Spring. Long rebound. Tip controlled by Noble in the left corner to Baker. Back to Kincaid to Van Blaricum. Top of the key with 6:12 to go in the game. On the right wing with it is Kincaid. Top of the key, Baker. Baker dribbles. Now throws it left side, Gonzalez. His 10-footer rattles in and out. Rebounded by Barva. He'll throw it up to Miller across the timeline. Down the right side he goes. Leaves it in the corner for Peterson. Back out to Barva, top of the key. Leaves it for Miller. They'll set the offense. Waltonville up 47-13 with the basketball on the left wing is McCoy. He goes baseline. Now gets to Lewis, left wing. Top of the key, Barva. Man-to-man from Noble as the whole game has been. Miller to the 15-foot mark, free throw line. Shot off the mark. Battles for his own rebound. Lewis has underneath. Shot no good, and then going to the line will be Jacob Lewis. And Chris, for Brian Gamber, it's an opportunity. You had no JV games last week. You have no JV game tonight. This works out well for his JV kids to get some action in this game.
Yeah, certainly get some action. You always hate to hear when somebody on their schedule is not going to have a JV team, so you don't have that game. It's hard to develop your JV players into varsity players without that experience on the floor. You get a good opportunity here tonight. Of course, you're up 35, as Lewis, I believe, made that first free throw. And just a good opportunity to get some kids some valuable experience at Midland Trail play.
An opportunity for you to wait to Community First Bank of the Heartland, where you're not a number of credit score at Community First Bank. Your person or business with needs, and through the good and the bad, Community First Bank of the Heartland will stand by you. Jacob Lewis comes in and hits both. 49-13, Waltonville on top with 5.5 minutes left. Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports, or go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/WMIX Sports. Give us a like as well. Noble threw it into Gonzalez, and Gonzalez got fouled by a multiple choice of Spartans, and that is on Cody Peterson. That's his first, team's fifth. And that'll send Diego Gonzalez to the line. 5:19 left to go in the game. We'll tell you the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. Gonzalez makes the first free throw. Gets the glad hand from his teammates. Nice to see, even though they're down by a distinct margin. 49-14, he'll get one more. Second free throw in front of the iron, no good, hits the floor. Racing the corner, out of bounds. And he'll stay with Noble with 5:18 left to go in the game. Noble will get another shot to cut down this deficit. Side out of bounds in front of their bench. Blake Lamb with it. Holds, guarded by Peterson. Still looking, throws it into Van Blaricum. That's Brock Van Blaricum, kicks it out to Blake Van Blaricum. He drives, kiss glass, good, and the foul. Nice shot by Bo Van Blaricum to make that basket and gets to the line. Noble on a little bit of a run here in this fourth quarter.
A little bit of a run, something that's going to help them develop their confidence. Always tough to be down 33 points, but you get a bucket of bruise, a three-point play, and it makes it hurt a little bit less.
New picture up on our Facebook page, facebook.com/WMIX Sports. That free throw's missed, but Noble gets the rebound. Spring gives it to Van Blaricum. A new pic on our Facebook page of the Waltonville High School Gymnasium. Got a picture or two to put up later on as well. With it is Spring, top the key to Lamb. Lamb with it, throws it right side to Van Blaricum. Van Blaricum with it. He'll give it off to Gonzalez underneath. Left-hand layup up and in. Diego Gonzalez with a basket. And, boy, Nobles went on a little bit of run here. It's 49-18, back to within 31 with 4.5 minutes to go in the game. That's Miller with it out near the timeline on the dribble. Throws it right side to Barva. Barva with it. Will come around top of the key. Left side to Miller. Miller with it. Will dribble behind the top by the three-point line. Now back out to the top of the key. Down the lane. Miller kicks it. Lewis. Class good. Miller to Lewis. Scores. Lewis with another 2 points. He's got 4. And Waltonville back up 51-18 with 4:10 to go in the game. Left wing pass. That is to Lamb. Lamb on the dribble to the right side. Throws in the right corner to Bo Van Blaricum. Holds above his head. Now kicks it right side to Blake Lamb. Lamb with it. Will look. Throws it out top of the key. Now leaves it for Van Blaricum. Van Blaricum will look. On the dribble, 3:45 to go right side to Spring. He'll throw it out top of the key to Van Blaricum. That's now the shot from Spring right side. No good. Gonzalez on the rebound. Shot short. Gets his own rebound. Left-hand shot up. No good. Gets another shot. No good, but a foul. Diego Gonzalez continues to work hard underneath, and that's got to be pleasing to Coach Capper as he looks on at his Wildcats. Lewis picks up the first foul while Gonzalez shoots the first of 2. We'll tell you locations in Dinah, Dix, Woodlawn, and 2 branches in Mount Vernon. Community First Bank of the Heartland is proud to be the official voice of the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Gonzalez makes his first. He's got 6 in the game. 51-19 Waltonville on top of Noble here at Waltonville. Second free throw front iron, no good, rebounded by McCoy. He gets it to Lewis. That's Miller. Now to Barva. Down the lane, Barva goes shot good. Another player hurt from Chris and multiple scoring options tonight for the Spartans.
That's been great of the Spartans to be able to work the offense around, get everybody in the book, and have done a great job of that tonight. They're up 53-19, going to cruise to a victory here in their first game back in the MDC.
Now Waltonville. Nice to be back in the conference. Bank three-pointer is open. Van Blaricum knocks it down. Why not say Bank? Did he call it? No. Does it count? Yes. Top of the key, Miller for the Spartans. Goes to Barber on the right wing. Barber with it. Leaves it for McCoy. Left wing to Miller. Come off a ball screen. Now right corner to Peterson. He'll drive to the rim. Kick it back out to Miller, who saves it back in, but it's stolen away by Van Blaricum. He'll go to the rim around Miller. Shot no good. Rebounded by McCoy right in front of us. He's looking for somebody in a white shirt. He gets it to Miller. Miller will bring it up the timeline. Across the timeline. Now to Barb on the right wing with 2:18 to go in the game. He'll throw it left side to McCoy. Couple of dribbles. Now gets it back to Lewis. Just inside the three-point line on the left wing. Now to Miller, top of the key. Throws it to Barb on the right side. Barb down the lane. Loses the ball on the floor. Recovered by Van Blaricum, and it's a foul. Cookie jar reach in on the 1-and-1. That is on McCoy, his first, and it's a bonus time again for Noble. And at the line will be Bo Van Blaricum. Speaking of that bank shot a while ago, we'll tell you, about Community First Bank of the Heartland, you can come to start banking relationship at Community First Bank. You won't be disappointed. Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Locations tonight at Dixon and 2 branches in Mount Vernon. First free throw up and in by Van Blaricum is good. He'll get another. Well, the scoreboard update coming up. A couple more finals have trickled in from various tournaments around the area. As it's 53-24. Waltonville up by 29. We'll get to those finals here in just a second from about 3 or 4 different tournaments in the area. Waltonville with a basketball. Peterson on the right wing, top key to McCoy. McCoy throw left side to Miller. Miller around the screen from Lewis. Now to Barb. A shot from the iron. No good. Tips off twice off the iron. High up and recovered by McCoy in the corner. Gets it into Lewis. Left wide open. Missed the layup. Rebound Gonzalez for Noble. Here come the Wildcats running towards us when we sit on the stage. Kincaid on the right wing. Left right side top of the key. Gonzalez. Now goes left wing to Lamb. Lamb with it, top of the key to Baker. He'll go right wing to Kincaid. That ball tipped, stolen by Peterson. Throw it around, bounce around, pinball. Lewis has it to Miller. Here comes Waltonville up the other side. Miller up the lane to the left side. Leaves a pass for nobody out of bounds. That scoreboard update. SHG beat Hillsboro tonight at Carlisle, 49-26. Westland beat Freeburg at Lebanon, 63-58. Egyptian beat Benton at Goreville, 68-59. And Chester beat Shawnee at Trico, 76-37. Noble with a basketball. Minute to go. Shot good from 15 feet by Brock Van Blaricum. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. Talk to your neighbors and talk to Scott Owens. See why State Farm Insurance motor drivers and Geico and Progressive combined, like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Scott Owens is there. Miller with it on the right wing to Barba. Close is at the free throw line. Gonzalez on the steal. Gets to Van Blaricum. He comes down, kicks it off to Kincaid. It's tipped and stolen by Miller. Waltonville running the other way. Jacob Lewis catching up with it. Tries to save it inbounds, but couldn't do it. It'll go back to Noble with 28 seconds to go.
That turnover in the quarter for the Spartans. Of course, the reserves out there getting some quality varsity minutes. You don't look at that one as much. But it's a 27-point lead against Spartans are going to cruise to this victory.
Oh, one of the officials in front of us, we like giving him a hard time. Actually, our co-worker, Justin Lyon. Down the lane goes Lamb. Gets the top of the key to Kincaid. Right side to Baker. On the dribble with 10 seconds. Baker comes left side, throws it out to Lamb. Now right side to Kincaid. Inside to Gonzalez with 5. Spinning left-hand hook, no good. Fights for his own rebound. Time's going to, time didn't run out. Well, I thought that time was going to check out, but there's still 7/10 of a second left. 53-26, Waltonville on top. One last three from Noble is off the mark, and that's the ball game as the Waltonville Spartans improved to 4-0 on the season, winning their first Midland Trail Conference game of the season over Noble, 53-26. We'll step out for a break, come back with the Spencer Auto Body Postgame Show. You're listening to Waltonville Spartans basketball on the Showcase on WMIX.
I'm meteorologist Dave Bowers. We'll look at your next rad weather. A moonlit sky and cold tonight, a low of 20 to 24. Lots of sunshine tomorrow. A little milder afternoon, a high of 48. Tomorrow night will be clear and chilly, low 24 to 28. Yeah, look for Thursday, plenty of sunshine and milder with a high of 55. And then on Friday, times of clouds and sunshine. Afternoon temperatures again in the middle 50s. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Are the features with your free checking account disappearing? Hi, this is Monica Wilt, relationship banker with People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. A free checking account from People's National Bank includes unlimited check writing, no minimum balance requirements, online banking, bill pay, a Visa check card, and only takes $100 to open. Stop by People's National Bank and get the free checking account you deserve.
People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois since 1909. Member FDIC. Non-usage fees may apply.
Are you interested in a career in the culinary arts but can never afford the high cost of cooking school? Red Lake College has a low-cost recipe for success. For as little as $5,500 per year, you can get a quality culinary arts education in your own backyard. That even includes books, tuition, class fees, and supplies. Learn to master domestic fare, pastry, and foreign cuisine in Ina, Illinois. Save thousands on a culinary arts education at Red Lake College. For more information, log on to rlc.edu/culinary arts.
What do you look for in a full-size pickup? Hi, Roy Schmidt Ford Dealer, Ford Square, Mount Vernon. Here are some hard facts to think about. The 2013 F-150 can tow a heavier trailer and haul more cargo than any of its competitors. The F-150 has fully boxed frame that's the foundation of all this great capability. And it's engineered and tested to withstand more punishment than you could ever subject it to. The F-150 is built Ford tough to come through with the capability you expect in this full-size pickup from Ford, day in and day out. Right now you can save $5,500 on a 2013 F-150 Crew Cab 4x4 when you finance through Ford Motor Credit. Come see one of our sales representatives about an F-Series or any vehicle new or pre-owned at Ford Square, Mount Vernon, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, or visit us online at fordsquare.com.
Cesar Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the collision pros. Cesar Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Cesar Auto Body, 602 South Park in Cesar, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
This is the Showcase on WMIX. The Cesar Auto Body postgame show starts now.
Cesar Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies. This means Cesar Auto Body can get your vehicle back on the road faster. Next time you have a collision, see the collision pros at Cesar Auto Body, 602 South Park in Cesar. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler, drove here to Waltonville tonight and saw the Spartans improved to 4-0 by defeating Noble by a final score of 53-26. Kenny Czerwinski and Chris Hugo alongside the Spartans, I said, improved to 4-0 on this young season after winning that Christopher Turkey tournament last week. And the Spartans go to 4-0 on the season. Are you ready, or are you shuffling?
Yeah.
I was going to jump in while you were working.
It's all good.
I was wanting to make sure you were officially ready to go. If you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready to go for stats.
Well, you ready to go for stats. You do that, and I'll cover the rest from there.
Ready to end the other part of the workday. Wish the scores could keep going, however.
Right.
Tell you what, take a look at your team stats. First of all, your shooting percentages from the inside of the game. The Spartans were 19 of 39 for 48.7% after going 8 of 18 from the inside in that second half. 0 of 2 from the outside in the second half makes them 2 of 9 for the game, just 22.2%. 21 of 48 from the floor for the game for 43.7% for the Spartans. You're going to like the free throw shooting a little better. They were 9 of 10 for 90% tonight were the Waltonville Spartans. Taking a look at your shooting percentages for West Richland, they were just 3 of 18 from the inside in the second half, an improvement over the first half. They were 4 of 25 for the game for just 16%. 4 of 8 in the second half from three-point land for 50%, though they were 4 of 16 for the game for just 25%, making them 8 of 41 from the floor for 19.5%. They were 6 of 12 from the free throw line for 50%. Waltonville out-rebounded West Richland 33-21. 20 of those were the defensive variety. The turnover disadvantage belongs to the Wildcats, 22-10. Taking a look at your individual scores for the book for West Richland, 7 apiece for Bo and Brock Van Blaricum. So the Van Blaricum brothers have 14 of the 26 points.
Hard to say, isn't it? I had to go through it.
I'm going to tell you something right now. Had it been me, you have West Richland, you have Van Blaricum, and you have all kinds of other things that are going to cause me fits. So better you than me tonight. Hunter Kincaid had 6. Diego Gonzalez had 6 for 26 points for West Richland. Take a look now at your Waltonville Spartans. They had 11 in the book tonight. 11 of the 15 in the books were able to find points. 1 in double digits. That was Jordan Hale with a game-high 13. 8 from Trey Widges. 7 from Hunter Coggins. 6 from Levi Laird. Looks like 5 from Justin Winchester. 4 from Jacob Lewis off of the bench. And then 2 apiece from Brendan Barba, Derek Wisenut, Matt Rogers, Austin Zom, and Tyler Harmon to give the Waltonville Spartans a 53-26 victory here tonight. They improved to 4-0 and 1-0 in the Midland Trail Conference.
Waltonville wins 53-26 here on the Red Lake, I should say, the Cesar Auto Body post-game show. Cesar Auto Body reminds that sometimes things happen in automobile that are beyond your control. When they do, take your vehicle to Cesar Auto Body. They get you on the road quicker in showroom condition. Cesar Auto Body, 602 South Park in Cesar. We need to step out for a final break. When we come back, we'll pick our Crossroads Community Hospital Player of the Game. You're listening to Waltonville Spartans Basketball, the Showcase on WMIX.
Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn will get you and your home in the holiday mood with huge savings on all Lazy Boy reclining, Flex Steel, Paula Deen, Sealy bedding, TV consoles, sectionals, dining rooms, bedrooms, painted accent furniture, and more. With free financing store-wide and a sleigh full of holiday trims, linens, Christmas trees, and garlands. Plus, all tarts are only $1 at the General Store. Let your holiday begin and save now at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois proudly welcomes Dr. Brian Steinke to their medical staff. Dr. Steinke earned his medical degree at the University of Illinois in Chicago and has degrees in anatomy and physiology from UC Berkeley, and he brings prestigious credentials to the center. Dr. Steinke is a gifted physician and contributor to orthopedic textbooks. Call 618-242-3778 or visit their informative website at orthocenter-si.com.
A Coach House Garage is money well spent on craftsmanship that's sure to get compliments.
Don't cut corners on your garage. It adds value to your home. That's why you need to see the professionals at Coach House Garages. Choose from a variety of Coach House Garage designs, or they'll build one to your design. For a dealer near you, check the yellow pages in Mount Vernon or go online to CoachHouseGarages.com.
More than just a garage. More than just a garage. It's a Coach House.
We can't believe you missed last week's Saturday Sports Show, presented by Crossroads Community Hospital. To those who tuned in on WMIX or WMIXsports.com, we enjoyed your company. But if you missed the area scores, in-depth interviews with the region's coaches, or missed out on the WMIX Sports question on Twitter and Facebook, the path to forgiveness is easy. Listen to previous Saturday Sports Show episodes on demand at WMIXsports.com. It's that simple. Or next Saturday morning, you could tune in after the 8 o'clock news. Either way, we forgive you. Daily schedules, scores, and more. Find WMIX Sports on Facebook. Back to the showcase on WMIX.
Setzer Auto Body post-game show. Setzer Auto Body reminds you to drive safe on the way home from the night's game. Next time you have an accident, see the collision pros at Setzer Auto Body to get back on the road faster. Setzer Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sasser. And Chris, busy week for us. It's only Tuesday night, this game in the book, but we have a busy week yet to come here on WMIX.
Busy indeed. Of course, tomorrow night you and I make our annual trek. You've already been to Oakville.
Yes.
You've seen the majestic.
Unbelievable.
Yes, that is the new gym. I have not yet. Looking forward to taking that one. And, of course, we'll make our annual pilgrimage somewhere unnamed before the game. Looking forward to that as well. But the Woodlawn Cardinals tomorrow night will take on Valmeyer, a team that they've got the century mark against a couple of times before. New Athens on Thursday night. Both of those games on the FM with the Woodlawn Cardinals. Then on the AM on Thursday night, the Mount Vernon Lady Rams look to improve to 5-1 as they'll take on St. Anthony at home. That'll have video online at WMIXsports.com. And on Friday night on the FM right here, it's Mount Vernon Centralia boys basketball action. Video also online at WMIXsports.com. You'll travel back to Oakville, however, as the Woodlawn Cardinals will battle the host Rockets. That'll be on AM 940. All of the games will have at least streaming audio on WMIXsports.com.
That's a busy week.
It's only going to get busier.
Yes, it is.
Today is Tuesday, which means tomorrow's not Friday. The day after that's not Friday either.
Yep. Lots of action going on. You can find everything out. The best way for you to do it is to go 3 different ways. You can follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. You can go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/WMIX Sports. You can like us there. Or go to our website, WMIXsports.com. And you can find out all kinds of information there as well. We'll step out this time. I promise it'll be our final break. When we come back, we'll pick the Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. You're listening to Waltonville Spartans basketball, the showcase on WMIX.
Do you farm or operate an agriculture-based business? Then Community First Bank is for you. Hi, I'm Steve Down, Agribusiness Lending Officer at Community First Bank. With our roots firmly planted in Jefferson County, we offer the stability, strength, and personal attention that you deserve. Community First Bank wants to be your financial partner with customized products for both your personal and farm banking needs. Stop by any of our 5 convenient Jefferson County locations to see how we can help your business grow.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Member FDIC, equal housing.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital with our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge. The entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. For more scores and insight, follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Now, back to the showcase on WMIX.
Welcome back to the Setzer Auto Body post-game show in Waltonville. Waltonville wins tonight 53-26 over Noble. We got to pick our Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. Why wait for hours in emergency rooms? Crossroads Community Hospital's emergency department pledges you'll be seen by a physician within 30 minutes of your arrival. We picked tonight the Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game is...
Not Brandon Hale, but Jordan Hale.
Yeah, Brandon Hale gets a lot of love from me because he takes care of me at that aforementioned Ford Square place.
Jordan Hale, of course, with double digits, a game high 13 tonight is your Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. Phenomenal effort. Started out somewhat sluggishly, 0 for 2 from the floor in the early going, but was able to find his rhythm, find his step, made plenty of moves toward the basket, even took some shots from mid-range. And for his effort, Mr. Hale is your Crossroads Community Hospital POG.
Yes, Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. Why wait for hours in other emergency rooms when you can get to Crossroads Community Hospital's emergency department? They pledge you'll be seen by a physician within 30 minutes of your arrival. Waltonville wins tonight 53-26. Jordan Hale is our Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow night from Oakville, 7:30, Woodlawn and Valmeyer. The Grinnell offense will be in form with Valmeyer.
Oh, yeah, that's them.
That's right. Well, for our WMIX sports team, for Avery Barton back at the WMIX studios, for Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski. Final score tonight, Waltonville 53, Noble 26. Thanks for listening, and good night, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. The showcase is also sponsored in part by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. The Collision Pros at Cesar Auto Body. Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn. Ren Lake College. It's time. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. And by Coach House Garages. Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. State Farm agent Scott Owens. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And People's National Bank. For inside information before, during, and after the game, log on to WMIXsports.com or find us on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. We are your home for news, talk, sports, and today's hot country. WMIX.
This is 94.1 WMIX.